How's it going, everybody? It's the Joni Little Fox here, and this is my channel where I talk about anime, video games, cartoons, most notably Sonic and Ninja Turtles. And today, I'm here doing a live stream. So, anyways, last week I wanted to do a live stream, but and I thought my family was gonna be out for like majority of the day and stuff because I like to usually record or whatever, whatever I had to ask myself. But that kind of threw me off when they came back sooner than I expected. So I was like, all right, well, I'm just gonna cancel the live stream. So, anyways, they're here now, but like pretty much they're upstairs and all that jazz. So I'm down here, so I won't really be talking a whole like talking loud, or I won't be cursing excessively, but I mean a little bit here and there. But yeah, and if somebody walks down, I'll probably like pause the mic or whatever. But there are some things I kind of wanted to talk about, on the stream and all that. So I'm definitely going to get into it. So I'm pretty sure people will jump in whenever they can or if they want to or whatever. But yeah, so I'm gonna give you guys a quick little update of what I've been up to. Lately, it's October, so Halloween is like literally a couple of days from now, and it's about to be at the end, and it's about to be November, Thanksgiving, and all that stuff, and then eventually Christmas with December and all that jazz. So, being October, um, for most artists, they know it's Inktober and all that jazz, blah blah blah. And usually, I like to participate in Inktober. It's like Inktober. It's kind of like a challenge and stuff. I mean, of course, it's a challenge, but a little art challenge and stuff that everybody like just likes to do and stuff, fun little exercise. So for me, I usually like to test myself when it comes to Inktober. Like last year, I did like two Inktobers and stuff at once, and then I was like, I wonder what I'm gonna do for this year. And then when October came, I was like, all right, I'll just do three Inktober's. So I came up with three things that three different subjects or whatever of what I wanted to talk about and all that jazz. Or not talk about, but what I wanted to draw. So I've been pretty much doing that stuff before when I wake up and go to work and all that stuff. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, so I'll show you guys what I've been working on and all that stuff, and then I'll go into some videos and stuff, and talk about that. All right. So pretty much here's what I've got so far and whatnot. I've been posting pretty much on DeviantArt and Instagram for the most part, all the way up to here. So yeah, three drawings a day and stuff. So that would be about 93 drawings that I've done. I know, crazy, right? So I started right here with the Last Ronin and Casey Marie and stuff. I have this image saved on my phone and stuff, and I decided to like redraw it and stuff. I know Casey Marie kind of looks like a really Femi Robin and stuff because it's based off the Dark Knight. Then I drew Urza. So I'm doing the theme here is I'm doing Ninja Turtles, Fairy Tale, and Street Fighter for Inktober. So Urza Scarlet from Fairy Tale, of course, she is one of the best girls. Chun Li, the the face of one of the faces of Street Fighter. Here's a drawing of Michelangelo, the Last Ronin. I almost said Urza. This is Elsie, sword catching and stuff. I drew this from my manga and pretty much just like colored it and everything. Here's a drawing of Cammy and stuff I found on the internet. A drawing of Shredder 2.0 or Haruto Oroku, the Shredder's grandson inside the Last Ronin universe. Here is Witch Regret from Eden Zero, and also it's not just Fairy Tale I'm doing, but it's also like Fairy Tale, Eden Zero, and a little bit of Rave Master. Some works by Hiro Mishima, the guy who created Fairy Tale. Then you got Rainbow Mika right here. Um, of course, I said before that I love the Power Rangers crossover and whatnot this year. So I drew Green Ranger Shredder, clean from Eden Zero. My girl Ibuki, she's one of my mains from Street Fighter. In case you guys didn't know, this is Casey Ranger X form, Mirror Jane, Sakura, pretty much Mirage, Donatello, Leonardo, Michelangelo, and even Raphael. I got this on my TikTok, by the way. I might try to make a compilation or something of all my drawings once I'm finished with Inktober. But anyways, Louisiana, Karim, Carla, Elena, Michelangelo, Wendy, let's see, Makoto, Raphael, etc. So I drew a majority of these like characters and stuff, as you can see, and a lot of people are liking it. Let's check back over here. If only I got to celebrate Halloween. The recent exam passing got me celebrate like it's Christmas, Thanksgiving, and Halloween the same day. Oh, you took an exam? That's pretty cool. And stuff. It's pretty nice. You passed too and everything. What kind of exam was it, Ashes? Anyways, I'm gonna get back to here before he gets back to me. So yeah, even drew the human versions of the Ninja Turtles from the IDW comics, their past lives and stuff, the Japanese counterparts. See, look. I was pro. It was a programming exam that honestly I had to take in summer, but it wasn't in the city at the moment, or I guess I wasn't at the city at the moment. All right, that's pretty nice. You trying to like do like computers and all that? I'm not like super good at computers, but I think I get around. Let's see, what else did I do? Uh, so yeah, like I said, the human Ninja Turtles and stuff, a bunch of fairy tale stuff, Street Fighter stuff. Because Street Fighter, I've been playing Street Fighter 6 and stuff. It's a pretty cool game. And then I've been reading Needed Zero, so of course I had to do that pretty much. So like this is like I've been posting something on what is it, on the community tabs and stuff. Obviously not everything, but you know, right. So as long as I get something done, each day and post it, so it's pretty nice. So I'm pretty proud of some of these drawings, or well, not some, majority of these drawings and stuff. It's pretty cool. Then I worked on these three yesterday: the Michelangelo and Princess Trip, this Lucy from yesterday, Chun Li from the Alpha series, and then I worked on these today, which is Dark Leo, the brainwashed form of Leo from the IDW comics, Urza and her little kimono, and Shadow Lady. I just posted it actually just before I even started the stream. So pretty much that's my DeviantArt right there and whatnot. So if you guys want to check it out, I post out. I post there. I'm pretty active and all that. So yeah. All right. So, anyways, now that I'm done with that, I've also been like pretty much doing some other stuff like reading and all that, and just regular stuff, going to work, etc. You know how it is. Let me screen share this. So the other day I kind of just finished up this book, Monster Girl Doctor and stuff, which I've been trying to get this book to come in forever. Um, this book, Monster Girl Doctor and stuff. So in case you don't know what Monster Girl Doctor is, think of it like I'm pretty sure most of you probably heard of Monster Mizune and stuff. It's a pretty weird anime about a bunch of monster girls and stuff. Well, Monster Girl Doctor is much like that, just kind of in a different setting and everything, and a little bit more plot to it versus it being episodic like Monster Mizune. So these are the novels and stuff. It does have an anime and a manga, but I'll definitely cover it some other time. But yeah. But anyways, this is the final volume right here, volume 10. Just came out and I just finished reading it yesterday. I started like 2, 3 days ago and stuff, and then I finally finished it up yesterday, so that was pretty nice. Pretty nice ending as well, and everything. It was pretty cool. So yeah. All right, let's see. And then as far as animes go, I've been let's see. Oh, Ashes was one to ask me something. Have you checked IDW TMNT issue number 144 yet, or completely given up on the series? Finally, they concluded that Raph cop arc, and he snapped out of it. Um, I mean, to be honest with you, I've given up on it. Like, as in, like, yeah, that it's not going to get any better if Sophie Campbell or whoever stays on. I know Sophie Campbell kind of got off the books or whatever, but I don't know what they're doing next. Regardless, though, when I see some improvements, I'll definitely start feeling more optimistic towards it. But yeah, I've read it and stuff. I've been reading it or keeping tabs and stuff so I can keep up with the conversation or just be like have something to like I don't know make fun of. I guess. The last issue wasn't really that bad, honestly. I'm not gonna like dig into it or anything, but yeah, it honestly wasn't that bad. It was like it was all right. It was well, not even all right. It was kind of mid and stuff. Like I'm just like there's some stuff I like that really could have been retooled or whatever, like Venus and stuff. She's like, oh yeah, I've been having my future self teach me how to use my spiritual magic or whatever. I'm like, what? Like, I don't know. It's pretty dumb if you ask me. So yeah, so I'm not a huge fan of that in person myself. I'm just thinking to myself, man, if I was working on the TMNT IDW books right now or whatever, I promise you, I would have had like Mutant Town or something blow up. Like I would have had some like introduce some new villain or something and just blow up Mutant Town, kill all the unnecessary characters and all that stuff. Have a few stragglers and stuff like Lita, maybe, and a few others, and that's about it. That's what I definitely would have done if I was in charge of the current run on IDW. And if Jenica has to stay around, I would have just made Jenica a villain or something again because like I think Jenica just works best as a villain versus making her a hero. That was pretty dumb. Just making her like, oh, she's the fifth addition to the Ninja Turtles and stuff, and then she kind of just sucks as a character. To be honest with you, I feel like she takes away from April and Alopex for the most part. But no, the recent comic though wasn't bad. I mean, I'm still not gonna get it because it wasn't like, oh, it was that good. Like, nah, but it was mid. All right. So, anyways, so pretty much here's the anime that I've been watching for the entire month and stuff. It's called Maisin Igaku. This stuff is basically a little slice of life type of anime. It's by Rumiko Takahashi. I'm not gonna play the the music for it because I don't want to get copyrighted. So, but yeah, here it is and stuff. It's pretty nice and whatnot. So it's pretty much about this dude who's like pretty much like college age. He starts out 19, but I think where I'm at, he's like around like 20, 21, and he's been like in college and school and stuff, trying to graduate. He's in love with this girl. It's Rumiko Takahashi, so she does a lot of romantic rom coms and stuff when it comes to anime, and she does such a good job at it. Like I'll probably watch anything from Rumiko Takahashi, whether it be Inuyasha, which I forgot to mention. Inuyasha is definitely one of my favorite animes, or Ramna and a Half, or Yurusei Yatsura. Like, yeah, I will watch those shows over and over again. Okay. Or anything that has, yeah, like that Rumiko Takahashi is involved in. Yeah, definitely would watch it. Anyways, but yeah, this is the main guy right here. His name is Yukasu Godai, main character and stuff, the college student. Pretty much his new landlord is the girl that he's in love with. This girl who looks a lot like Kagome, but came out before her and stuff. Like she really does look like a slightly older version of Kagome from Inuyasha and stuff. Pretty much in Godai, kind of looks a little bit like Ramna and Inuyasha and stuff. I know sometimes when drawing characters and stuff, you can't really differentiate them too much or whatever. Or they might look a little similar. and stuff, that kind of thing. But hey, it is what it is. It's still a pretty good and entertaining series for the most part. So it's not a problem with me. But yeah, and these are some of his his nosy neighbors and stuff that like to be up in his business or distract him and stuff or get drunk or whatever and just annoy him or whatever, drag him down. It's terrible. But yeah, so I definitely recommend checking out this anime. If you're just into the slice of life stuff, it's not anything too action. It's not anything really action packed at all or anything. But if you like comedy or rom coms or whatever, or something that's like oh, this can uplift me or something, I think this can definitely work out. And that's my opinion on, or that's what I've been, yeah, talking about for Mice and Igaku and stuff. I think I'm like in the 70s ish kind of episodes, and it only has like about 95 episodes, a OVA, and a movie. So that shouldn't be too hard to finish in like a week or two for me. So, yeah. All right. So now I'm about to jump into some of these videos and stuff and knock that out. So yeah, I probably need to binge some romance anime to get how to write relationships after the point they become official. Yeah, I guess it's sometimes like you just gotta stay committed to the idea. I mean, I'm not exactly like an expert when it comes to writing romance myself because I don't really practice that much. Um, even though I guess I do have the heart for it, but who knows? So, anyways, so little warning, I'm about to play this video called Sonic Rebels, the pilot, basically. So GI Joe fan had recommended me, or not recommended me, he wanted me to give my opinions or talk about this video that Andy Drew, THQ83, had put out. And if you don't remember who Andy Drew is, Andy Drew was one of Laura Hughes' old friends. I'm pretty sure most of you remember from the community tabs that Andy Drew was the guy that was all like, he said one of the most spiteful and dumbest things I've ever heard. Um, just yeah, dude was like, yeah, I don't like Amy. That's why I made her fat, and I made her in a relationship with Shadow. I was like, what? So I had to share that. I had to screenshot it and I had to share it because I was just like, I don't even know what to even make of that. Like, I mean, I get that if you ship Shadow with Amy, that's fine. I don't really care. But it's just like, did you really have to make her fat though? And then he's like, oh, because she's in a, I don't know, some kind of eating disorder or depression or whatever because of Sonic or whatever. And I'm just like, physically, she wouldn't. Well, first off, Amy would not let herself go like that. She always exercises and burns calories and stuff, and is always training because she's already concerned about her weight. Which, to be honest with you, they kind of like the running on joke a little bit with that is that, or inside joke with Amy is that, oh, her weight's a secret, but we've seen like Sonic and other characters carry her around. So she honestly can't weigh that much, like probably like 75 pounds at best, maybe. That's like around like Sonic, Knuckles, and Tails since Amy's only like what, between like, she's taller than Tails, so she's at least like 2'7" to like 3'3" maybe. So yeah, that's something. So whatever. But no, I'm about to react to that right now or just talk about it because how can I not? And I did see it actually before GI Joe fan recommended me to it, but since he wanted me to just go one by one by it, yeah, uh, I guess I'll do that then. But I'm definitely gonna turn down the volume because the voice acting ain't all that, and it's kind of cringe. So be warned, it's only like 5 minutes long. So yeah, let's go.
So what do you think of my 10 pack? Pretty cool, huh?
What do I think of this animation, bro? Look at this.
Yeah, Shadow, very impressive. Does this dress and crown make me look like an actual princess?
Isn't that little crown from Mario where like you turn into like a what is it, like a princess or whatever, and a lot of people are doing that Bowsette drawing or whatever, like Toadette turns into like a what, Princess Peach or something like that originally, but then a lot of people were doing fan art. It was doing the Bowsette thing.
Yeah, it kind of does.
Alrighty, everyone. So we're just waiting on Bunny and Toine, Tails, SBO, and Amy.
And by the way, that's actually Andy Drew's voice and stuff. Um, I've been thinking about this, but honestly, I think he needs to stop doing an impression of Sonic and just use his more natural voice. Because I've talked about it before, how I mean, I know this is my perspective and my kind of thing, but I kind of prefer Sonic's voice to be a lot more subtle, natural, charismatic and stuff. That's kind of like how I would envision Sonic's voice for the most part, and that's what it kind of is for most of the years. Here, he seems like he's doing a very cheap imitation. He's like, well, how like I know his voice is hurting doing that high pitch. Yeah, what you call it? Doing that high pitch impression. Sorry, but anyways, the animation though. I mean, the models aren't bad per se, and I mean, I kind of also noticed that with Sally, he because in some of his animations before, he's had Sally like these 3D Blender animations and stuff. He's always had Sally out with her ring blades or whatever. He couldn't just make that go away, but I mean, to his own credit, he at least made that go away. But he's got these weird twitches, and the characters, like when they blink and stuff, it just like you can see is like very flawed. Like, look at this. Let me raise up the quality a little bit. Oh damn!
So I called this meeting because this is very
Look, all
important.
that unnecessary movement, bro.
Eggman is trying to conquer space. Blaze, would you mind turning off your toothbrush? It's very distracting.
You sure you can hear this?
Yeah,
Still hearing this?
By the way, this is supposed to be a comedy, people.
yeah,
The leaf blower too?
yeah.
Huh? What?
Okay, I muted Blaze, so make sure you mute yourselves.
Hey, they're ninjas.
Hi, SBO.
How do I dial the portal number?
SBO, you're in already.
Okay, rookie. How do I get in this?
SBO!
Wow. Where's that noise coming from?
From your...
Yeah, what's happening, empathetic Black Queen? It's been a while. Yep, looking at some Sonic animations and talking about certain people and all that. You know what time it is. To be fair, I've seen one YouTube channel doing 3D Sonic animations who made Sally chubby. For some reason, it doesn't sit well with me, even though I have no problems with such things. Yeah, I think I know who you're talking about. I think you're talking about Pixel Rush and stuff. Yeah, I've seen them on DeviantArt and I've seen them on YouTube and stuff all before. I've been working. Yeah, same here and stuff. You know, life of being an adult and all that is just the work and whatnot. Save up, make money, and make your dreams come true and all that. Anyways, I'm gonna get back to the video.
Laptop!
So I hope you guys enjoy.
I don't get it. All I know is that I have a ninja competition later on.
Good thinking, SBO.
I forgot he had Manic in here. Okay.
Okay, we're just waiting on a few more.
Hey, Sonic, can you unmute Blaze?
No? Why?
It's a pretty
She
nice
has
character
something
model, but I'm not
important
gonna
to say.
lie.
Fine. What is it?
Sorry for doing the noises. I'll be quiet now.
Thanks, Blaze. Now then, I called this meeting because... Hey, Sonic. Hi, Tails.
Oh, howdy, Sonic and Sally.
Hey, Bunny. Now we're just waiting on Amy. Oh, and speaking of the devil...
Hi, everyone. What's up?
Amy, don't do that.
Warning, this is gonna get annoying.
What's up?
What's
What's up?
What's
Hey, stop! Hey, everyone stop that right now! I'm trying to keep this meeting on the rails.
By the way, I got cool muscles.
Yeah, Andy must be drinking a little bit too much Bud Light to come up with this joke.
Who wants to see me flex?
You are hard.
It's funny because Knuckles likes to brag about his buffness. What's up?
And Amy is muted.
Oh yeah. By the way, I'm also just realizing that, or not just now realizing it, but I forgot to mention this. But I find it interesting that he didn't know that he didn't he didn't try to make Amy fat or whatever. I'm surprised. I was like, oh, because I was expecting him to go in on that, making Amy fat or some shit like that, or making some jokes about her weight like he does in his other animations and stuff. It's pretty weird. But yeah, but here he just makes her, of course, obnoxious and stuff. or whatever. And even if you do find Amy like annoying or obnoxious and stuff, I'm like, come on, she ain't that annoying, or like that kind of like disruptive, where she'll be like, oh yeah, important group meeting, everybody, and then Amy's gonna act out like, what?
Too far, Ninja Sonic.
Why would you do that?
She's distracting this meeting. Now to get to business. We gotta stop Eggman from conquering space. So we need to think of a plan.
Look at Amy. She's chugging a soda bottle.
Hun, see if you can gulp down some Texas toast.
Amy, can you stop that? That's very distracting. I know you're muted. I'm the one who muted you.
Well, please unmute her. She's doing something stupid. And I help her very often because she's my girlfriend. But can you unmute her?
Ugh,
Yeah, that was
fine,
very
Shadow.
subtle.
Amy, if I unmute you, will you behave?
Yes!
Okay, let's get to business.
Sonic, I apologize for distracting.
Thanks, Amy. Now then, let's get to business on how to be Eggman.
I got one more thing to say, then I'll stay quiet.
Okay, what? Hey, what?
What's up?
What's up?
What's up?
What's up?
That's it. Okay.
This man even
get
got a whole
Amy
laugh
out
track
of
in there
the
too.
How do you do that? You don't have any.
Blaze, I suggest not finishing that sentence.
That's not what I was gonna say.
Fists! You were gonna say fists!
That's not it.
Okay. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, what's up?
What's up?
Ah! Everyone shut up!
Oh, what were we gonna do to defeat Eggman again?
I told you, we need to set up a plan.
Bunny's probably the most likable character here.
Pretty harsh.
Yeah, sounds kind of corny if you ask me.
What does that have to do with Eggman?
Eggs and corn?
That doesn't even make any sense!
I'm sure it doesn't.
Who's that?
Amy, I know it's you.
What's up?
What's up?
What's up?
Where's
Get it? It's supposed to be funny, people. And then we did this weird serious moment where Sonic just crawls up to Sally. I don't know, it's weird. I guess he just needed a hug. And that's the pilot.
You want to be the best at whatever you do?
I mean, and yeah, like I said, like you said, I mean, the voice acting it's not bad except for like Sonic's and Amy's and stuff. I'm just like, but everyone else, I mean, it's all right. And the animation, it's not bad either. It's just like those twitches and stuff, and he's got like a lot of bugs he needs to really iron out. And I mean, and the fact that it's like 5 minutes long, I'm like, yeah, it's probably long because he kind of reused a lot of those animations and stuff to like get those back-to-back shots or whatever versus like changing up stuff. But I promise you, I'm going to react to some better stuff, in a second. So, yeah. So, anyways, but that was Sonic Rebels, the pilot by Andy Drew, THQ. This is his channel and stuff. If you guys are interested, I mean, he does stuff like this or whatever. Obviously, I'm not a huge fan of it. And I just peep on his channel every once in a while. And stuff. I'm just like, God, this is so weird. But hey, I mean, like I said, I mean, fan fiction's fan fiction. You can do like it's a free game, I guess. I mean, everybody has their own, like, I guess, interpretation. But I'm not trying to gatekeep here. Let's see. Oops. His animations are much better than voice acting. Is on point too. Yep. Sonic Rush, what's going down? Scary movie vibes. Yeah, like Scream. Because then they do that bit off a scream I heard when they were doing that "What's Up" thing and all that. That's how I think I first heard about it. But yeah, Sonic Rush, man. Thanks for. I'm pretty sure this is probably gonna get brought up during the scream. I mean, during the stream, but I'm pretty sure your boy, everybody's favorite boy, Laurie Hughes. Thanks for pointing out his DeviantArt account. I was like, oh, he's had this account for a hot minute. Okay, but I'm not gonna talk about him in the stream, or I'm not gonna really try and talk about him like in general. Not to say I've given up talking about him, but it's just like, I mean, I'm not trying to kick a man while he's down or anything. Um, it's just it is what it is. But I don't know. But it's fun. Yeah, he's got me actually blocked even on his DeviantArt because he found my account and ended up blocking it and blase blase. So yeah. So, anyways, I'm gonna go one through some of these videos and stuff and talk about obviously the title of the video and whatnot. It's your man's Will. So, in case you guys don't know who It's Your Man's Will is, he is a YouTuber or a former YouTuber and stuff. He used to be known as Ghetto Sonic the Ghetto Hog, and used to do these like little parodies and stuff of like Sonic X and stuff. But he would like do voiceovers and all that. Then eventually he started doing his other thing, where he was into making music and stuff like that, and he was making other videos and stuff on the side. Became Demigod Productions or Ghetto Demigod, and then Demigod Productions because he dropped the ghetto part, and then he changed it to It's Your Man's Will. So I kind of realized the other week and stuff that he what do you do? He I haven't like I was like let me check out his channel, see what's up with him and stuff, or see like look back at one of his old videos, and I found there's like an archive channel and stuff of like some of his videos are there. I'm like, what in the world? Like it was weird. I was like, what happened to his channel? Like it just like up and disappeared. So I don't know if he deleted it himself because he tends to do a lot of he tends to do live streams and then he'll delete the live streams after making the live streams, which to me kind of a little redundant. But I mean, if that's his bag or that's what he wants to do, that's what he does, I guess. But he might say some important stuff in there, so I'm not sure if I missed something or what. So in case you guys know something, then you can definitely let me know. But yeah, but it's your man's Will. So I wanted to talk about this video here. My own people oppress me, and I'll talk more about It's Your Man's Will as I go along. Yeah, it's gone. Yeah, I know. I was like, yo, I couldn't even find this thing. Even in the Universal Will account that he had made, because he had another account called Universal Will, where he just posts up his like his music and stuff. That's even gone too. And I'm like what happened? Like, did he just like give up on YouTube or something? Because sometimes he always felt like, okay, YouTube ain't my thing. It's my hobby. Blah blah blah. And then he was kind of getting a little bit detached and distant, etc. Whoops. I'm not even sure. So he did delete everything. Okay, because I was like, because I'm like, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he just deleted everything, or if he just straight up just like, what's the word I'm looking for, or if he got his channel like just I don't know, destroyed or whatever, and just didn't feel like making a new channel or whatever. I don't know, but yeah, like I said, dude just packed his bags and left. No offense to him or anything, but yeah, but he was one of my favorite YouTubers though, at least like low key. I know he probably hate the fact of being called a Sonic YouTuber or whatever because he'll be like, well, I'm not a Sonic YouTuber. I talk about other things and stuff like that. But to me, like, I mean, if you like, so like, if you're a fan of Sonic and you do YouTube stuff on Sonic, then to me, you're a Sonic YouTuber. But that's just me though. But still, he's a pretty cool dude and stuff. And I always like somebody that's like really straightforward and whatnot. And you know when somebody like when they say it with their chest or they're like, oh, they're honest. They're honest, which is what I like about him.
And a lot of people, I'm assuming, are not going to like what I have to say. I'm going to be as respectful as possible, but I'm going to just keep it $1.50. And I'm speaking off of my personal experiences. I am not the biggest statistic guy because I believe statistics can be manipulated. You don't have to agree with that. If you don't agree, well, let's just agree to disagree. But I am just speaking strictly off of personal experience. So let's get something knocked out of the fence, knocked out of the ballpark. Let's get something out the way. I was born and raised in the hood. All right? I was born and raised in the hood. I'm in the state of Minnesota, and there's hoods and ghettos everywhere. I was born and raised in low-income housing. All right? I'm still in the hood as we speak. All right? So.
And by the way, this is an old video. I think I want to say this is like probably from 2 years ago. I mean, obviously, since this is an archive channel, this is like was put out a month ago, but this video has been out for like, I want to say maybe 2 years or something at best. But yeah. So I don't know if things just changed or not with his living situation or whatever. It's none of my business, but yeah.
I was born and raised in the hood, grew up, and I'm not a hood rat and I never was. I'm not a thug and I never was. I ain't no gangster. I'm basically just none of that. I feel that's foolish. I've always felt that was foolish. I always felt that was just a stupid mindset to have. I was blessed enough, though I was born and raised in the hood, I was blessed enough to have my mother and my father in my life. I was blessed enough to have guidance. And when my father died at the age, when my father died when I was at the age of 11, I'm 28 years old.
That was like, okay, so this video might be 3 years old because I think he's currently 31. But yeah, I think his dad passed away, I think 2002, he said before.
My father died in 2003.
2003, my bad. So I was like 4 when that happened.
When I went to middle school, that's when I truly experienced hood ratdom. Basically, niggas. And boy, oh boy, I was oppressed and bullied by these people. Why? Because I was different. I was a nerd. I was into anime and video games. I wasn't into getting, you know what I'm saying, getting the dumb stuff they were into. I didn't really watch BET and listen to music videos glorifying killing your own people and pop that, see, and all this other dumb stuff.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I was like that too. I wasn't like really, like I was into like, stuff like anime, video games, etc. Of course, I had friends that were like that too, but of course, and I wouldn't say this is kind of started around like middle school, where kids were like that, where they were all like, about that hood life or whatever. They were trying, like it kind of starts around the age of 12-ish or maybe even 11 or maybe even younger. But I would say, yeah, you'll definitely experience it if you're like in middle school and stuff, like around 12. Yeah, because that was my experience right there too. But I mean, sometimes though, I mean, it wasn't like it was all bad. Like, I mean, because I was a good artist and stuff, so I would definitely get some praise for my art and whatnot. Because I was good at drawing, I was like best artist in class. But other than that, yeah, people wouldn't take me seriously when it comes to stuff like, oh, he's into Yu-Gi-Oh, he's into Pokemon, he's got a DS, a 3DS. He doesn't play Call of Duty. Oh, he doesn't watch MTV, stuff like that. And it's like, I mean, yeah, like, can I just grow up normally as just a regular kid or something? Like, come on. But yeah, that's just how it is.
Stuff. I, you know what I'm saying, was into Sonic. Hopefully y'all can
Yeah, me too.
see that. You know what I'm saying? And even still to this very day, nothing has changed with me. I'm still that big, nice nerd. Still into My Hero Academia. Still got.
Speaking of which, I'm wearing a My Hero Academia T-shirt right now. I got a little Sue T-shirt and everything I'm wearing. I have two of them actually, but I'm wearing one of them.
Sonic plushies. You know what I'm saying?
That's the best girl. But yeah, but All Might's awesome too. Come on, it's All Might.
And if you got a good eye, you can see the My Hero Academia poster in the background. Matter of fact, let me back up. Let me back up so y'all can see that. Big anime guy.
A lot of people kind of think that My Hero Academia is dry right now. It low key is, but I mean, to me, I still love it though. I mean, I don't really care what anyone says.
And I've always been this way. And these people, these hoodlums, these thugs in training. Keep in mind, this is middle school. These thugs in training.
All right, hang on. Am I planning to ask for a copy of The Last Ronin? I'm considering purchasing it online. Well, I actually have all the Last Ronin comics. I don't have every single like director's cut or whatever, but I do have the floppies and stuff of the Last Ronin comics. I have the first, what is it, five or six comics or whatever of Last Ronin, and then yeah, from the first series, and then I have the currently I have the what is it called? Um the sorry, I'm drawing a blank on the sequel, but Lost Years. Yep, Lost Years. I have all the Lost Year comics too. I don't have every director's cut for the Lost Years, but I just have like one director's cut and everything else of Lost Years. So yeah. But yeah, it's a pretty nice read. I mean, this is definitely what's going for Ninja Turtles and a few other things aside from the mainstream stuff. I would say just stay away from that. You should be good.
Any chance they get, they tried to find an opportunity to mess with me.
And by the way, I was definitely not from the hood or anything, but I wasn't like from the suburbs or anything. I was just from like, a neighborhood, but but I lived in an area where, yeah, it was close to the hood, or I went to school with kids from the hood. So that's my dilemma. But yeah, but he's definitely got it worse.
And these were my own people. Even though I'm older, not much has changed. The only difference that's changed was my size. That's the only thing that changed. I was when I was 11 to 12, I was much smaller back then. So it wasn't until I hit 13, that's when I hit my growth spurt. That's when I got bigger. And to keep in mind, 28 years old now, I'm a 6'2", 329-pound gorilla bear. I'm a big beast. But I'm a gentle giant. But anyways, let's go back with it. Because I'm pacing. You know what I'm saying? I'm walking back and forth, you know what I'm saying? Let's go back. In school and to the park I used to go to, I would just see these types of people every day. And keep in mind, I was autistic. I always wondered to myself, how come these people messed with me? I was taught by watching Roots and so on and so forth that it was the white man that I should fear. It was, oh my God, like I need to be weary of the police and weary of, the whites are against me and blah, blah, blah. But it was my own people who was putting me down, beating me up. It was my own little hood rats in training in the hood. They saw someone who was different. They saw something they couldn't comprehend, so they just saw me as an easy target and kept messing with me. That's odd. And then to find out years later, when I was younger, I thought I was the only one to be real. Like, dang, I just must be different or something. But turns out there are lots and lots of black people who feel how I feel.
Yeah, and I would be one of them, obviously.
Telling you my story. But they feel how I feel now. So what I find odd is I tried to make friends with these types of people in the beginning, but they would always backstab me. They would always take from me. They would always put me down. They would always belittle me. These hoodlums, these thugs. It was, at that time, a little rare to come across someone of my own complexion who was respectable, who wasn't a thug, who wasn't this destructive little black hole. You know what a black hole is? If you're into science or whatever, theoretical physics, whatever, I don't care. Basically, a black hole is something that absorbs all. Walking holes of chaos. As I was getting bullied by these people, there was a white boy across the street who lived across.
Hey, what's up, Speed Sonic Star? Thanks for joining in the stream.
Across the street from me. His name was Isaac. And Isaac accepted me. His mom accepted me. Isaac saw that I liked Sonic the Hedgehog. He saw I liked Naruto, Dragon Ball Z, Justice League Unlimited. He had manga. He had some comic books.
Yeah, all that stuff definitely did come out during my days too.
And we were friends. You know what I'm saying? So, and this was a pattern I began to notice. When I went to school with these hoodlums, lived around these hoodlums, why is it that I was most likely mistreated by these people? But then someone of a different ethnicity, someone of a different race treated me like a friend. Somalians were nice to me. Latinos were nice to me. You know what I'm saying? Whites were nice to me. Some Asians were nice to me. But my own, I didn't really get that unless you were a family member or someone I knew. But I didn't really get that from my own growing up. I didn't really get that. These types of people will walk around with their pants hanging halfway off their tails on that thug shit.
So, Sonic Star. Yeah, I watched the stream about Will because I wanted to talk a little bit about because I was just curious about about his YouTube channel because all of a sudden like his YouTube channel was gone. Sonic Rush says that his that he pretty much deleted everything and like packed it up and all that. So I was like, oh, dang. I mean, it makes sense honestly because I'm like, yeah, because yeah, Will would probably up and do that. You know, originally, yeah, Ghetto Hog. Demigod Productions, yeah, Will, he would definitely do that. He would probably say it on like a live stream and stuff and be like, live stream, yeah, talk about his whole thing and just delete everything. So that was crazy. Oh, what? Yeah, yeah. Because I remember, like last week or so, I was kind of like, let me check out Will's channel and stuff. You know, it's been a minute. Because I was just gonna watch a video or something while I was at work, listening. Well, you know, listening while I was working, and I was like, I can't find his channel. That I find out like it's like archived or there's some kind of archive channel. I'm like, wait, did he delete his channel? And I'm like, yeah, but yeah. I didn't know. Yeah, I didn't know either until last week. I was like, wait a second, this is weird. So yeah, even his Universal Will account, which he used to like put like he didn't upload it on like a whole lot, but he used to do music and stuff, and he was saying that he was going to put music on there. Even that's gone. So I was like, this is probably a little bit more than him just getting kicked off of YouTube. And I was thinking it was probably have something to do with some drama or something. Because I found like when I search up his name, there's like something that says, oh, he's got into some drama or whatever about 4 to 5 months ago or whatever, some like LTG detractors and all that. Yeah. Like I do remember that whole deal, definitely with LTG when he was going back and forth, but he pretty much let the whole clout thing go. And then he started to get into it with some of LCG's detractors because, or some of the troll channels or whatever. That was a whole thing. So yeah, I haven't watched Will's channel in months. Yeah. I know I haven't seen him in a minute either. I was like, you know what? That's why I had to check him out. I was like, yeah, Lorenzo, who the f is this? So if, in case you don't know, this is your man's Will. Stop. It's your man's Will. Or Will Smith is his full name. But in case you don't know, there used to be a YouTuber named Sonic the Ghetto Hog who used to make these parodies called Sonic the Ghetto Hog. And you're looking at him. This is Sonic the Ghetto Hog, the dude that used to do these like voiceovers and stuff. And it kind of became popular on YouTube. Obviously, they got taken down because of copyright. So he kind of rebuilt himself back up as Ghetto Demigod. Then he dropped the Ghetto part, came Demigod Productions, and now it's your man's Will. And he had another channel called Universal Will, but then those channels got deleted. So, yeah, pretty much. What's Will's channel called? Text on the chat for me. All right, I got you, empathetic Black Queen. But yeah, I'm gonna keep playing this video and stuff because it's a little lengthy, but I got other stuff I wanted to talk about too, so I just wanted to get this one out of the way.
You know what I'm saying? Just walking jokes. And I'm supposed to call these types of people brother and sister. Hey, Noob Sidebot said it best. I'm gonna keep it $1.50. We share blood, but we're not brothers. We may share the same skin complexion, but we're not brothers. Just because someone shared the same complexion as you does not mean you're automatically obligated to call them brother and sister. Because let's keep it $1. It can be your own who can backstab you. Most likely it is your own who can backstab you.
Yeah, for me, I think when I first heard about him, it was probably like 2017, my senior year in high school and stuff. I decided why not check out his channel or whatever. And then he was kind of, rebuilding himself back up and all that jazz. So yeah, but yeah, he was definitely active around those years. And then, right. He used to do all sorts of stuff like react to certain cartoons, put up stuff about gameplays or whatever. Not like see this is how to long plays or gameplays or walkthroughs or whatever, but just stuff of him just like reacting or whatever, excessively cursing. Yeah, he was hilarious and stuff, and he's definitely a pretty expert, good gamer and stuff. And he's definitely loves playing fighting games like Street Fighter and Tekken and all that.
So
for me, I'm more of a Super Smash Brothers guy, but I mean, I do love some Street Fighter and Tekken.
As I got older, and I continued being on my nerd jet, I continued being on my Sonic. Basically, I continued being me. I came to it was until I watched the Boondocks. You know what I'm saying? Because 2003, 2 years later, it was until I watched the Boondocks, and I saw this episode with Martin Luther King returning. Okay.
And in case you guys don't know about the Boondocks episode, so basically in season 1, there was an episode where, Huey had a dream where Martin Luther King came back to, Martin Luther King, instead of being assassinated, the assassination attempt left him in a coma, and he woke up about probably like 40 years later after he was shot and stuff to awaken to a day and age where it's like the 2000s and people were acting ghetto and crazy and stuff like that, and Martin Luther King is like, what are you guys doing? I did not take all those ass whoopings and stuff just for you guys to show off and act out like this and all that. Like, what is this? And yeah, that probably would be legitimately like Martin Luther King's reaction to stuff if he was reacting to stuff like this. Or yeah, this would be like pretty much a slap in the face or an insult to everything he stood for. Him and all those other activists or whatever.
I saw this episode of with Martin Luther King returning, and Martin Luther King basically, I can't play it due to copyright, but I can definitely leave a link in the description where you can watch it yourself. And he basically described hood rats he used I can't say that due to demonetization, but he spoke about hood rats. He said they're walking contradictions. He went in. He went in and told those people in the episode the truth. And then I understood. Then years later, I watched Chris Rock when he talked about blacks versus niggas. And then I see this and it's like, you know what? They're right. You know what I'm saying? Now me, 28 years old now, God willing, I see 29. And I know it's been 11 minutes. I'm probably not even going to edit this video. Keep it real with you. Uncut, unscripted. As much as it pains me to say this, they're right. All right? This isn't me being an Uncle Tom. Just because I say something that you don't like, brother, just because I say something you don't like, sister, does not mean I'm tap dancing for the white man. Because let's keep it $1.50. I love being black. I love being a giant chocolate gorilla bear. I love being me. I love my melanated complexion. I love being an Afro-American. Okay. I love that I am a descendant from Africa, but I was born in America. So I'm American, but I am a descendant of Africa. I love that. No cap. But I see when people talk like how I'm talking, they're called Coon or Uncle Tom. Why? Because we can't handle the truth. I want what's best for humanity. And black people are part of humanity. White people are part of humanity. Asians are part of humanity. I want what's best because, bro, I'm a unique reflection of God first, me being on my spiritual journey. I am a human being second, and I am a melanated man third. I put humanity before race. So in the end, I do want what's best for my people, my spiritual family. However,
Facts.
when it comes to just us being the same skin complexion, like I said, that doesn't mean we're brothers because let's be real, me growing up and and I'm not the only one talking about this, we were mistreated heavily by our own. I've seen a lot of these thugs, a lot of these gangbangers, a lot of these, they're out here killing their own. They're out here hurting their own. They're out here doing all this jacked up stuff. And that bothers me. Okay. Listen. I'm a respectable black man. I have nothing to prove. I come on here, I speak proper. Because keep in mind, I've been talking like this since childhood. And these hoodlums would say, these hood rats would say, man, why you talk white? Damn, why you talk white, my nigga? God damn, Cole. Pick up a book. You know, and if anyone ever says that to you, just reply to them. That's a very interesting way of calling yourself stupid. What is talking white? What? So because I don't talk with that hood slang, my God, because I can do that, no problem.
First of myself, I don't really see the whole talking white thing and the talking black thing. I mean, I get like how some people can definitely get offended by it and all that, but me, I mean, I get it, but I'm just like, I don't really like, yeah.
I can do that, no problem. It's just I choose not to. Talking white. What an idiot. These people are unintelligent. But anyways, a hood rat to me is just absolute destruction. A hood rat to me is just absolute chaos. A hood rat to me is an unstable, emotional creature that you don't want to be around. A black man and a black woman, black men and black women are out here doing what we can to survive, to empower our people. And what do I mean? And this is what I mean by empowerment. By not saying, oh, we're victims, we're weak. I'm a black man living in America, I'm weak. No. Aren't we supposed to be kings and queens? How can you be a king but a victim at the same time? I don't really consider myself a king. I consider myself a god. Because what's a king to a god? We're gods. Whatever. That's how I feel. But I mean, are we supposed to be strong people, yet yet you want to cry. Rise above the ashes. Rise up with a full heart. I'm gonna be real, bro. I'm speaking for myself. I'm not oppressed. I am not oppressed, bro, by this system. I'm not oppressed. I'm a dude living in the hood. You want to know who's oppressing me? My own people. And I'm not saying that to put y'all down. It's true. I'm speaking for myself. I am being put down by my own. I am more likely to get capped by one of my own than to get capped by a police officer. I am more likely to get capped by some young little dumb thug with something to prove than to get capped by a police officer. Now, I'm not saying police brutality ain't a thing, but I'm just keeping it above 50. I'm more than likely to get shot by one of my own. And the only excuse we have is, oh, well, Asians kill each other all the time. Oh, whites kill each other all the time. Aren't we like 12%? Aren't we like 13%, bro? Aren't we the ones out here screaming Black Lives Matter, hands up, don't shoot, and we killing each other? But me calling that out, some people say, oh, I thought you were for the cause, you're a coon. Why is it if someone calls out, if a black person calls out the stuff white people do, they're called hero power?
I just gotta notice something. I know this is a little irrelevant, but I think he might have some tape on his glasses.
To the people, yeah, brother. But when they call out this dumb stuff, blacks do at the same time, because, you know what I'm saying, they're unbiased. Oh, these same.
Or it could just be the lighting.
Blacks be like, oh, I thought you were for the cause, man. I thought you were best. So basically, you want your cake and you want to eat it. You want to call out the dumb stuff other races do, but then when we call out the dumb stuff we do, oh my God. Imagine being that weak. Hoodlums to me are the worst form of people, bro. And you can argue, yes, they're misguided or they're products of their environment, but bro, bro, there's people who didn't even have their moms and dads, and they still had a role model who inspired them to be better. All this is sounding like is excuses to me at this point. Pull your pants up. Drop that thug mentality.
And to be honest, I always wear a belt. I don't wear loose pants like that. That's kind of gay.
That mentality that should be a relic by now. That mentality that shouldn't even exist in 2021. I'll bleep that out. Hood blacks, thugs. Because I'm not talking about blacks who live in the hood. That's what I don't mean that when I say hood blacks. I mean people with the mindset of, bro, I glorify, man, I did this for the hood, dog. Man, CJ from San Andreas said it best. What has the hood ever done for you? What has the hood ever done for you? CJ said, what the hood ever done for him? Always dragging him down. What I look like doing anything for the hood, dog? No, I'm not doing nothing for the hood. The only thing I'm going to do is continue telling you the truth. I'm not a conservative. I'm not a liberal. I'm an independent. I am a man who thinks for himself and call it how he sees it, whether people like it or not. So like I'm saying, maybe if hoodlums, maybe things will truly change. If we stop glorifying music, if we stop brainwashing our people, you know what I'm saying? Maybe things will change. Maybe it'll change, bro. I know I'm talking, I'm going off like, you know what I'm saying, whatever, because this is unscripted. I'm just speaking from my heart. I want what's best for humanity, and black people are part of humanity, so I want what's best for them. But I'm telling you that, bro, these thugs, bro, these hoodlums, these gangsters, whatever you want to call them, they're, I believe, what's truly holding us back. Keep in mind, I stand by this. I'm more likely to be shot by one of them than a police officer. And by me saying, and honestly, I think blacks need to separate themselves from them or do something, because it's like, I think it's too late for these types of people. Their minds are cemented. They glorify that hood shit. They glorify it, man. I've been oppressed by my own people, been put down by my own people, and it's just tiring. I'm not saying whites can't put you down. I'm not saying racism doesn't exist. I'm not saying police brutality doesn't exist. But I'm speaking from personal experience and the things I and many other black people see. And keep in mind, I live in these streets. I live in the hood. I may not live in Chicago, but there's hoods everywhere. Some gotta give, bro. Some gotta give. What's the difference between a black man and a hood rat? You want to know the answer? The hood rat would be too stupid to answer the question. Be respectable. You don't have to sell drugs to make that money. You don't have to do this dumb. You don't have to be out here doing that dumb stuff. Make a YouTube, make a SoundCloud, focus on your passions and go for broke. Do what RDC World is doing. You can do it. Don't be a hood.
And by the way, the RDC World just put out, I think, their recent manga and stuff for it. I think they had like a chapter out on their website. So I'll probably check it out eventually. I definitely need to like remember that though. I keep forgetting. Or I just, well, I don't find the time for it. I just,
Hood rat. Evolve past that mindset and become a respectable black man. Become a respectable black woman. You can do it. And if saying this makes me a coon, then you know what? Whatever. What's the difference between a black man and a hoodlum? The hoodlum would be too stupid to answer the question. Demigod out. I should be like you, Mel.
So yeah, I know it was a little bit long-winded of a video, but I just wanted to at least, get that down or whatever, document that. But yeah, I definitely agree. Pretty much with majority of what he said, for the most part and stuff. But yeah, it was like, yeah, he was a pretty cool dude and whatnot. Well, YouTube, but yeah, but he's gone now. Well, gone in the sense of like, he just deleted the channel, but I hope he's okay physically too. But that's just me. So it's your man's will and whatnot. Yeah. So Lorenzo, I know it's out of place, but you have watched the Ubisoft show where Rayman appears. No, I never really heard about it. Fierce Aesthetic Black Queen was talking about I talking like a kid. Yeah. But yeah. And then Speedy Sonic Star was like, I was at middle school at the time. Yeah. Yeah. It was a while ago. Trust me. All right. So now that that's out of the way, so that's pretty much the 411 on Itchy as well. All right. So the other portion of the stream. So I wanted to talk about Nack or Fang the Weasel or Fang the Sniper, Fang the Hunter, whatever, whichever one you want to call him. To me, he's always going to be Nack the Weasel, but sometimes I might slip up and call him Fang. It is what it is. But I wanted to check out some of these animation stuff. I've already seen these videos, obviously, but I kind of wanted to point out that your boy Fang here or Nack has definitely been getting a lot of attention, of course, because of Sonic Superstars and stuff, because he's one of the main villains in there. And yeah, I've played Sonic Superstars and I've played Sonic Final Horizons or Sonic Frontiers Final Horizon. And Final Horizon, I'm not gonna lie, that almost broke my spirit. I almost wanted to pull my hair out and scream even at one point, but it was 11 o'clock at night and I was like, I can't, nah. But yeah, so, and even when I go on like YouTube and stuff, and like I see the tutorials, people got stuff like they have it on easy mode and everything. I'm just like, man, is that bad? Yeah. So I mean, I will say in confidence though, I did get through some stuff in Final Horizon where I got through some things where on a hard difficulty, like some of the trial towers where you had to climb. But to be honest, you're better off just putting it on easy and whatnot for the most part. They give you balloons and stuff if you put it on easy, but hard or normal, it's a struggle, and it's gonna like really break you if you if you just fall, you make one mistake and you fall. Oh my god, it's a wrap. It's just like I can't right now. And then yeah, Sonic Superstars. That's also a pretty decent game so far too. And Trip is a pretty cool character. I kind of wish they had more villains though. That's what I really want inside Sonic right now, is that they just introduce more like villains and stuff and challenge Sonic better that way versus always reuse Eggman or something. I would even take the Deadly Six sometimes. Stuff like that. But anyways, um, so yeah, let's get into some of these other videos and stuff.
Superstars was announced, when Sonic Superstars was announced, people were excited not just for a brand new 2D Sonic game, but the return of a fan favorite character who hasn't been seen in years, Fang the Hunter.
By the way, tell me what you guys think of Sonic Superstars. Do you guys think it's a pretty cool game? By the way, yeah, I did realize this is actually the first time that Fang or Nack has been actually been put in the games in quite a while. That's not because, yeah, not to say I grew up with the character like that or anything. I mean, he was just kind of there, but because I never played Triple Trouble until as of recent, and I never played Sonic the Fighters and all that other stuff. So, yeah, but of course I knew him through the comics and everything and etc. Which Loki, I feel like, yeah, Archie definitely does deserve a lot of credit though for bringing certain characters that haven't been utilized, like Fang, Bean, Bark, Mighty, and Ray, into the comics and stuff. Because they haven't been used in the the comics and whatnot, or in the games in quite a while since like the classic era. So that's pretty nice.
You're a new fan or even an old one who happened to miss his previous appearances.
Am I the only one who thinks Fang would have an Australian accent? Never really thought of it like that. Maybe.
Let's get you up to speed on this classic character. His first appearance was all the way back in 1994 in the Game Gear title Sonic Triple Trouble. Look, see? He's one of the Trouble.
No, I have not beaten Sonic Triple Trouble yet or anything. I kind of just played the first level and I'm like on Sonic Origins and stuff, and I'm like, man, they really could have made this game faster or something, man. So,
in this,
I don't know, maybe eventually I'll get back to it.
Handheld adventure, Fang was after the Chaos Emeralds and could be found at the end of special stages waiting to do battle with Sonic. However, he didn't want them for their power, but so he could sell them for a hefty profit. He was designed by a Japanese artist who goes by the name of Toma. They actually held a contest in a magazine where you could submit potential names for the character, and Fang was eventually chosen. Just think, you could have named this super cool character if you were a Japanese youth in 1994 who read gaming magazines. So, who is Fang? He's a very mysterious and shady character who's been known by many names over the years, and there's a lot we don't know about him. For example, where did he come from? And where did he get such a stylish hat? Well, what do we know about Fang? He's a bounty hunter, a wanted criminal, some might even call him a villain. But Fang isn't after world domination or anything. He's motivated.
And to be honest though, with Fang, he's not like my favorite villain per se, but I mean, I think he's all right. I mean, as far as villains go, he's like, yeah, he's all right. I mean, he's kind of a jobber though. He loses a lot to Sonic, Amy, Knuckles, etc. But despite that, I'm like, yeah, Fang is kind of like that guy you need as like hired help or like a mercenary or something, or like you need a professional. There you go. So I'm not against this character or anything. I'm like, yeah, that's pretty nice. And he's got a pretty cool design and stuff to him as well. You really can't really tell what kind of animal he is, but they say he's a Jaroba now, and I'm like, what? A Jaroba? I searched it up. I'm like, this practically looks like a mouse, but the tail is like a little different though. And I'm like, I mean, if anything, like Fang or Nack, he looks well. It makes sense that he looks more like a weasel or like a ferret, but I don't know about a Jaroba. But I mean, a little bit in the face, I guess.
Purely by money. He just really wants to get his hands on those precious Chaos Emeralds. And I mean, can you blame him? Those things are pretty cool, not to mention valuable. For Fang, it's nothing personal. He's just doing his job. I mean, sure, he's working with the evil Dr. Eggman, but that's because he was hired to do so. Maybe
I mean, that's still pretty evil, though. We're not evil like that, but, he's still a villain, though.
Sonic should have hired Fang not to steal the Chaos Emeralds. Ever think of that, Sonic? Instead of running around everywhere.
I mean, if Sonic got the rings for it.
On foot like some people, you can usually find Fang piloting his beloved
Marvelous
vehicle,
Queen.
the Marvelous Queen. And it would really get a chance to shine in his next major game appearance, Sonic Drift 2, a racing game for the Game Gear. Apparently he's constantly modifying and upgrading it, which would make sense considering how many different weapon attachments it had back in Triple Trouble. It's a vehicle which complements his mischievous nature well. His special ability in Sonic Drift 2 was throwing oil balls onto the track, which caused his opponents to spin out. Even if you do manage to corner Fang without his vehicle, he's not going down without a fight. He was able to show off his moves in the arcade title Sonic the Fighters. He's got his trusty pop gun and is ready to blast his enemies with corks. He just better be careful not to let anyone else grab it. He's also known to bounce around on his springy tail, as well as using it in combat. Watch out for his powerful kicks. All in all, he's a perfectly competent fighter who can hold his own, but he'd much rather ambush his foes with traps and tricks rather than fight them head on. Some people might say he also has a cowardly side, like when he runs away instead of fighting in Atomic Destroyer Zone Act 3. But I like to think of this as a strategic retreat on his part. In the first special...
I mean, the thing is, like, Fang ain't like, he's not like super strong like that. But, I mean, as far as Mercenary goes,
stage, instead of fighting you as a boss, his own trap backfires on him and he makes a speedy exit. Anyways, things were looking good for Fang. He had multiple game appearances under his belt, and he even had his own plush toy. It was a great time to be a Fang fan. Then, tragedy struck. He was scheduled to appear as a boss in Sonic Extreme for the Sega Saturn, but the game was cancelled, and after that, Fang wouldn't have another major appearance for 21 years. Sure, he had a couple cameos.
I know, that's kind of crazy, though.
In games during his absence, like as a little capsule toy in Shenmue, and notably appearing on a Wanted poster in Sonic Generations. A sly nod to how fans desperately wanted his return. However, in 2017, with the release of Sonic Mania, things were looking up. In Mirage Saloon Zone, you can do battle with an illusion of Fang created by the Heavy Magician. It's a very cool boss fight, but it also left as many fans wondering if we were ever going to see the real Fang again. Finally, after all this time, Fang is back in Sonic Superstars,
etc.
Hired by Dr. Eggman to help find the Chaos Emeralds on the North Star Islands. They've already recruited a mysterious local girl named Trip to help guide them. Having to deal with these three, it looks like Sonic might have another Triple Trouble situation on his hands. Luckily, he brought his friends this time. So now you're all caught up and can fully appreciate Fang's...
Any plans for Halloween or anything? Well, I'll let you guys know after this.
Glorious return to the spotlight. But that doesn't mean you'll be ready for whatever traps he's got prepared. I can't wait to see what tricks he's got up his sleeves this time. And remember, even though he's a bad guy, it's okay to be jealous of his cool hat.
So, what are my plans for Halloween? I mean, nothing much. I mean, I'm mostly like well, to be honest with you, I mean, I kind of am lacking on video ideas at the moment, but pretty much I'm going to be working on Halloween. I'm already scheduled, so it is what it is. Am I going to dress up though? Sort of. I'm actually going to dress up as Kakashi from Naruto. Nothing too crazy, but I mean, I already got a little Kakashi vest that I had gotten a couple months back. What else? And I just like bought the little headband and the what else? And the Kakashi mask and stuff. So who knows? Maybe I might post some pictures of myself looking like that, I guess. So yeah, I haven't really put on the full thing. So let's see how that would turn out on Halloween. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna wear that in my job. So yeah. But tell me what you guys do you guys have any plans for Halloween and all that stuff? Or whatnot? Because I mean I'm not really doing too much. All right. And then there are just two more videos or a couple more things I wanted to talk about and whatnot. I mean, I'm still on the subject of Fang right now. So yeah. So yeah, like I said, a lot of stuff's definitely going down with this character. I mean, he literally just got a whole comic and everything, and not in a million years did I think that Fang was going to get a 30th anniversary comic that's coming out in like what in January, which is like a couple months from now. So that's pretty cool. But this is the online comic and stuff right now that they have of like it's a prequel to Sonic Superstars about what went down and stuff before they came to the island and stuff and blah 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 in that trip. So yeah, so it's some pretty nice banter between Nack and Doctor Eggman and stuff, and like just everything from Fang's perspective. Let's see. Oops. Watching Five Nights at Freddy movie. Oh yeah, now that you mention it, I'm actually going to go see it tomorrow even. And the thing is, I've never played Five Nights at Freddy's, but my cousin's like a huge fan and stuff of it. So I mean, I figured, yeah, we can definitely check it out and stuff. Like me, her, and my aunt and stuff. So we're definitely checking that out tomorrow. So that should be fun. Because to be honest with you, I don't really. Well, not to say I don't have anything else better to do, but I mean, like I said, it'd definitely be cool though and stuff. And they definitely do have their fans. About like when it comes to like Five Nights at Freddy's. But yeah, but here's the online comic and stuff. It's definitely on Sonic Stadium and stuff, or probably anywhere else that you can find on the internet or whatever anyone will post it. I guess I don't know, but yeah, some flashbacks and all that stuff. One of those big birds or whatever, or big um, little animals or whatever on the island and stuff. It's kind of a little cute here, but yeah. Then, oops. I don't really go to the site often, so if you can't tell, let's see. But yeah, pretty much here's the comic. And I think there was supposed to be a scene where he meets Trip or whatever. Right here. Oops. I hit the wrong thing. Yep, and then there's Trip right there. So, yeah. All right. So I'm going to get to the last two videos and stuff. I'm going to talk about this Sonic Superstar on the Trio of Trouble right here. The audio version. Sorry, I had to turn on this quality. Jerboa people. Any thoughts on the Metal Gear saga? So I just actually learned about that today, even about the Metal Gear Saga collection thing. And bro, I am mad because they don't have Metal Gear Solid 4 on there. Like I'm not a huge Metal Gear Solid fan like that, but yeah, I have played pretty much Metal Gear Solid 1, 2, and 3. I've never played 4. I know what happens in 4, but I've never actually played the game though. I played Metal Gear Solid 1, 2, 3 because I had some collection games and stuff like that or whatever, and I have Metal Gear Solid 1 on the PS1, and I've also played Metal Gear Rising 2 on the Xbox, so that was pretty cool. But yeah, I'm just like, man, I need Metal Gear Solid 4 and like experience that. Like again, I know what happens, but I just don't. Yeah. But yeah, and like I'm just thinking to myself, like, man, when I first saw this, I was like, bro, we need more, like a full on like movie or something of like these Sonic animations because these are so good. I'm not sure if this is done by Tyson Hess again or what, but yeah, I wish like, bro, we need nothing but cutscenes of like this and stuff. I would love to see this. I know it takes time, but come on, people, I would love it, especially if it has some voice acting in it too. That would be pretty nice. I think I kind of feel stupid. I'm not screen sharing it, am I? Whoops. I forget I had to do this every time. There we go. Well, at least I used the audio version.
It plummets to the ground. Tails grab Sonic, and they hover in the air as Fang spins his ship below. Knuckles punches the Marvelous Queen, sending it and Fang
Yep, Fang's nightmare right here, his worst nightmare.
flying into the others. Amy hammers
Sorry, I have to go back on this one.
hover in the air as Fang spins his ship below. Knuckles punches the Marvelous Queen, sending it and Fang flying into the others. Amy hammers Fang. Later, Fang wakes from his nightmare in a tunnel, flying low on autopilot behind Dr. Eggman and Trip. Startling Eggman, Eggman turns and yells at Fang. Trip, a heavily armored sun gazer lizard, ducks beneath rubble and sees a flower growing from a crack in the floor. She bends to touch it, but Eggman tramples the plant.
I even drew this as a screenshot too. That was pretty nice.
Trip shakes her head and looks down at the flattened flowers. She stands.
I thought Trip would make like a pretty interesting rival or something to Amy, but she ends up becoming a friend in the end of the day, which I'm not against either. But still, I kind of just wanted more Sonic villains or something, you know?
And follows Eggman through the crumbling temple. Eggman steps on a loose floor stone and it sinks into the ground, setting off a booby trap. Arrows shoot out of the walls and bounce off Trip's armor. Trip runs, but wall spikes block her way. Fang fires up the Marvelous Queen and flies it toward a dead end. He crashes through the brick wall, and they all land on the floor of a dark room. Glowing mushrooms grow out of the cracks in the stone walls and floor. Eggman, a rotund man with a large mustache, turns on his headlamp. Fang brushes the dust off the Marvelous Queen and flies off. He leaves behind the cylindrical device that resembles a battery. Trip picks it up. Eggman shines his headlamp on a colorful mural painted onto a stone wall. Some of the drawings resemble Trip's armor. Eggman passes his light across the orange and blue imagery.
And like I said, I've played Sonic Superstars. I've gotten past the first part of the story. I've not collected all the Chaos Emeralds, and I still have yet to beat Trip's story. So that's where I'm at in Sonic Superstars. So I don't know all the lore like that right now.
Then laughs. At the center of the mural, he notices a mysterious creature's red eyes. Eggman taps his chin and takes out a notepad and pen. Meanwhile, Fang shines the Marvelous Queen's headlight across the walls. He passes a red snake coiled around a column. He moves the light back over the snake, and the snake hisses, then strikes. Fang flies around the columns on the Marvelous Queen, pursued by the snake. Trip runs into the snake's neck and grabs on. The snake knocks Fang off the Marvelous Queen, and Fang clings to the snake's tail. Eggman takes notes at the mural and doesn't notice the commotion behind him. Fang hurries back to the Marvelous Queen and activates the harpoon gun. He fires arrows attached to ropes in the snake's direction. Fang presses a button on his control panel, but it billows black smoke. He opens the panel and discovers his missing battery device. Trip tosses the battery device to Fang. Fang remembers Tails spinning the device, so he spins the battery device, then reinserts it into his control panel. The device flashes red. The snake lunges at the Marvelous Queen, whose drill deploys. The Marvelous Queen spins, and the harpoon ropes lasso the snake, tying its mouth shut. The snake, struggling, pulls the ropes taut around a central column.
I'm not gonna lie, originally I kind of thought the whole thing was a dream that he had until he had a flashback about Tails and stuff, and I was like, oh, so that wasn't a dream.
Column collapses, and the snake lies tied in a heap. Fang shakes his head, then smiles triumphantly. He marches toward Trip, who sits amongst the stone rubble. Trip reaches out to Fang, but Fang marches past. Eggman completes his sketch. His childlike drawing resembles a cow with
it took him that long to draw it.
Wings. He holds it up for the others. His smile disappears when he sees Fang standing on the snake's head. Trip lowers her head and gently touches the snake's snout. Eggman laughs. Reflected in his round glasses are the glowing red eyes of the mysterious creature. Eggman vanishes, leaving the mysterious creature's red and purple eyes lingering in darkness.
But yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'm interested in knowing more about that in the game. Directed by Evan Stanley, co-directed by Tyson Hess. Executive producer Yukio, I didn't catch his last name. Written by Ian Flynn, the man himself. Alright. So, I think something like Fang having a voice would break Sega's mind. Like, it's something unimaginable, like treating Sega of America equally. Yeah. I mean, I don't mind about the voice acting or no voice acting, but it would be pretty cool to have him like have a voice actor or something like that, or have like some of these classic characters voice or whatever. Because they've been doing this whole silent thing since like generations, and the only time they ever get to talk is like really the comics. But it's no big deal to me. What I will say though is I feel like they definitely should at least credit Archie for at least, or give him some kind of credit or reference that they did in fact use Fang throughout the Archie comics' run and stuff, and kind of left him on the shelf in the games and stuff. You know, that's where I'm at when it comes to that though. But yeah. And then I have one last video before I head out and stuff that I wanted to share. So I'm gonna get on that. So I'm pretty sure everyone or most people have already seen this animation by now, but this is something by the Wax. So in case you don't know who the Wax is basically I'm pretty sure most people know who Sonic Paradox is. Basically, the Wax is the guy who kind of put everything together and stuff, and he has quite a lot of animations and stuff that he's done for Sonic Paradox. But yeah, he's kind of like the guy in charge of the Sonic Paradox channel and stuff, and I think he started the whole thing. That's just my opinion, I think. But yeah, so he did this animation and stuff of basically a retelling of Sonic 1, but just animated and stuff. So I'm definitely going to show that off here. So let's get into it.
We've entered South Island airspace, Captain.
Excellent. I'll inform the doctor that we can begin the invasion.
Don't you think it's a little
Yeah, you could tell this is by Sonic Paradox.
odd that the doctor put a flightless bird in charge of a flying fortress?
I know, right? You think he would have made an Eaglebot or a Falconbot? At least something that knows the laws of aerodynamics.
You do realize I'm still in the room.
Oh, we know. We just don't care.
Huzzah! For lack of a guild software!
Huzzah!
Master, we've arrived at South Island, awaiting your orders.
Good. Soon the emeralds will be in my grasp, and you, my little friend, will be nothing more than a battery.
You understand?
Error 404, file not found.
Oh,
there's the file.
Go fall
Yep, definitely Sonic Paradox.
in line.
Yes, sir. Hey there, fellow Badnik. Are we ready to crush, kill, destroy?
Dude has a whole Russian accent. You know, that kind of reminds me of that one joke that Sonic Paradox did with the Penguinator.
Wow, someone's an overachiever.
Attention!
But hey, I gotta say, they definitely know how to utilize comedy, though. That's pretty cool.
This is a Chaos Emerald. These mystical gems have enough chaotic energy in them to power the entire Robotnik Empire. Your orders are to find the emeralds on this island and capture the local wildlife for
South Island, by the way.
robotization. Is that understood?
Yes, sir.
I ain't gonna lie, though, the background's pretty cool. By the way, what was I gonna say? Something about 5 years. It took this man 5 years to animate all of this. Now this is how you do it. Now, for me, when I animate, I usually like to. I mean, it takes me like a week or two to like really get it done. But yeah, but this is obviously a much more bigger project and stuff, and this is like 20 minutes long. Usually my videos is like give or take maybe 30 seconds or a minute or two at best sometimes, and I'm probably just reusing the same animation sometimes, which that's kind of also Andy Drew's problem is that like for him 3D animation, I don't know a thing about 3D animation for right now because I like to do 2D, but when it comes to 3D, I hear it's a lot more easier, faster and whatnot. So yeah, and that's what I was saying why his video probably took like 5 minutes because he kind of dragged it out using reusing like the same clips and stuff of the characters doing somewhat of the same thing but just twitching differently and stuff like that. It was weird. His voice actors are all right though for Andy Drew. That is the waxes though. This is like this is peak right here. This is awesome.
For many teens, creativity is their happy place, and they look for creative role models they can relate to. But while
I was not expecting that.
Well, don't see that every day. A bird being chased by robot bugs. Is there a reason you two are chasing this little critter?
Oh, we're just collecting animals to power our fellow robots. Say, you haven't seen any Chaos Emeralds around here, have you?
Chaos Emeralds. Around this big? Comes in different colors? Extremely dangerous if in the wrong hands.
Yes!
Nope, haven't seen any.
Oh, well, if you see one, be sure to let us know.
You nincompoop, he's got a Chaos Emerald! Get him!
Motobug!
You want this emerald? You can have it!
It must be a strong date.
So, where's the dude that put you in those bots? Okay. Uh-huh. How about we pretend I know what you're saying? Which direction is this dude in?
He has a Chaos Emerald? Are you absolutely sure about that?
He sounds pretty sure.
What are we gonna do, Commander?
Attention all bandits! Be on the lookout for a blue hedgehog. Capture at all costs. Priority 1, over.
Where are we supposed to find a blue hedgehog?
This could be from a blue bee.
Looks like I got some more bots to smash. I bet they all have animals in them too. You three stay here. I'm gonna show these bots what happens when you mess with my friends. Yo, what's up?
Hey, how's it going?
Lucky.
Woo! Huh? Cool if I use your rabbit hole?
Sonic was out here doing some capoeira.
This better be good, Motobug 419. We're in the middle of a hedgehog hunt.
Oh, well, my sensors are detecting a Chaos Emerald inside that portal ring.
The emerald must have
And remember from Sonic 1, you always need 50 rings in order to get to the warp ring, which always appears at the end of the stage.
created a pocket dimension to protect itself. Place a marker here. I'll summon the doctor.
Yes, sir! There we go!
This is some pretty good implications, or some pretty good way of applying stuff here. Like how I work in the game.
So it's this doctor that's been turning my animal buddies into robots. He's after the emeralds, huh? Then I better get them first.
I would say between the fight and the special stage, these were probably the best parts of the video. But I mean, the video as a whole was definitely a delight. It was awesome.
The trio is back!
Better than ever, with so much more fun.
More mischief.
Sup? Hey, you wouldn't happen to have seen an emerald floating around here, have you? Is that a yes or a no?
I definitely do remember seeing this, I think, on the Wax's channel. But yeah.
There's the emerald. Thanks, interdimensional fish bird. Now I just have to figure out a way to get there. Okay, you want to roll? Then let's roll!
1, 2, 3, go!
Oh, what the?
Sonic OVA reference.
That's strange. Where's the portal ring?
I think this buzz bomber looks like one of the little buzz bombers from Sonic's at AM actually.
Commander Buzz?
Yes, my lord?
You told me there was a portal ring, and all I see are green hills.
It was here, my lord. Honest. The portal ring must have collapsed in on itself.
Commander Buzz? Why is
He had the time to spray the back and front.
there a blue hedgehog on my side?
Blue hedgehog? Oh no.
That's that capoeira I was talking about. Breakdancing.
And that's the situation, sir.
You're telling me that my elite army of bandits can't handle a little blue hedgehog?
I'm sorry, sir. He's just so fast. Our processors can't keep up with him.
I'm not going to let some pesky blue fuzzball interfere with my plans. I'll show you how to deal with rodents.
You fire a laser at him?
You squash them! Hmm?
Hang on, little dudes. I'm on my way. Yeah.
So, you're the one destroying my badniks. You've got a lot of nerve, rodent. Do you have any idea how long it takes to build those robots? Not a lot, but that's beside the point.
Well, if it isn't the big cheese himself. Or more of a big egg, really.
Why, you little... Look here, Hedgehog. Give me the Chaos Emerald you got from that portal ring, and I promise not to flatten you where you stand.
Wait, the blue one or the green one?
You got two of them? Where'd you get the second one?
Like I tell you anything, Eggman. Nah.
The name is Dr. Robotnik.
Classic way to flip off people in Japanese.
Nah, I prefer Eggman.
Same. I also prefer Eggman.
Whoa!
What the? Ow!
Woo!
Eat this! Slow down and let me squash you!
As fun as that sounds, I think I'd rather save those little critters you've been capturing. So...
Uh-oh.
Catch you later, Dr. Eggman.
I love Halloween. I get free Kit Kats.
Son, you're 8. All your Kit Kats are free. that AT&T helmet will change my
And
whole
they're
life.
giving me non-skippable ads.
The
right?
world just instantly lifted off of my shoulders.
Only 3 minutes left.
I told you he was fast, sir.
This is just a minor setback. We'll deal with that blue menace in due time. What's the status on Project Brain?
Wing Fortress has already landed, sir, and your workforces begin building your new headquarters. If Hedgehog keeps at it, we're gonna have to scrap it.
What was that?
Oh, nothing!
Scrap brain.
By the way, sir, our scouts have discovered a few ancient sites with traces of Chaos Emerald energy.
Ah, yes! The ones built by the owls. When I discovered the owls' hidden palace under West...
And I'm not gonna lie, when I first saw this, I actually thought like either when Sonic was talking about that he got the Chaos Emerald from somebody, I thought he was either talking about either Sally or Longclaw. But yeah, he's definitely taking a lot of influence from the Sonic movie.
Island, I learned about the power of the Chaos Emeralds. With any luck, we'll find an emerald within these new ruins.
Shall I send a unit to their location, sir?
Yes, yes! Deploy the Caterkillers. Have them dig up everything if they have to. Just find me those Chaos Emeralds!
Yes, sir.
You know, I got this first emerald from an old friend of mine. She said if anyone comes after it, I should flee. But where's the fun in that? Guess I should at least go tell her about all this. Mind holding the fort here?
Yeah.
Good talk.
Longclaw, I bought some groceries. Cousin, you there? Oh yeah, she's out. Well, gosh, that means more for me. Yeah.
Not Lava Reef. Was it Marvel Zone? Right? I'm not sure. Anyways, but yeah, that's But yeah, Sonic 1, everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed and stuff, this video and whatnot. It still sucks that Sega tries to get rid of even the Robotnik name, even though it was even in the Japanese version of Sonic Adventures 2. I'm not saying I'm against the name Robotnik or I'm against the name Dr. Eggman. I prefer his name as Dr. Eggman, but as his like actual legal name, yeah, Robotnik is also pretty cool too. So I feel like yeah, definitely to go for both. It's kind of weird that they're trying to get away from like Dr. Eggman's family life, like with leaving out Maria and Professor Gerald, since they really do have quite an impact on the series and stuff. At least with like Shadow, and I want to say definitely with Dr. Eggman's motivation, but that's just me. But I'm not against the yeah, but still, I mean, I'm saying I prefer his name as Dr. Eggman, but I would also love to keep the name Dr. Robotnik as well. They're both cool names. But anyways, but yeah, that's the the animation right there for Sonic Paradox and stuff, or from the Wax, the Sonic 1, the Green Hill Zone, first episode. So tell me now what you tell me down below what you guys think about it. As far as Andy Drew goes, I don't think he should give up on animation or whatever. It's kind of like his first go around a little bit. So I just feel like he just needs to probably think about writing the characters more so in character for the most part, and work on his jokes a little bit if he's trying to make it a comedy. But that's just my opinion. In Sonic 1 Iceberg video by Johnny Vector, there's a point where Robotnik Eggman was based on some communist leaders. I don't know anything about that, but I'll probably check it out since it's a video. That'd be definitely be cool. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the live stream and stuff. I know it's pretty long-winded because I was showing everybody else and it's like 2 hours and all that stuff. You know, it's your man's Will, and this video, and Andy Drew, and then I was talking a little bit about Fang or Nack the Weasel and stuff. I told you I like to call him Nack the Weasel, but I might slip up and call him Fang or whatever. It is what it is. We know who the character is. But yeah. So I hope you guys don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. This is Kansas Fox. I'm out. Peace. And I hope you guys have a happy Halloween. All right.